Today we are going to rank every single rug in The Sims 4. I've had a lot of fun in the past ranking things about The Sims, and it kind of started with making tier lists of the packs, and then it sort of devolved into me ranking more random stuff. Like I made a whole video ranking all of the toilets in the game, and in this video we've got our work cut out for us because I'm going to rank every single rug, and as you can see, there are a lot of them. But before we start, I've got a kind of exciting announcement that I wanted to share with you. It's actually sort of two things. First is that it's actually my 10-year anniversary on YouTube this weekend. I started the lilsimsie channel exactly 10 years ago, which is really wild for me to think about and kind of makes me feel weird. I grew up on YouTube. I've been doing this since I was 16. My life has completely changed because of this channel in like literally every single way. I'm not trying to get too sappy in this, but I am very, very grateful for you all and for what you have given me. So thank you for that. And then the other announcement is that I finally have merch. I've been working on this stuff for a really long time behind the scenes, and I am really, really excited about it. The first thing is actually this crew neck that I'm wearing right now. It's embroidered with these pretty willow trees and it says rather be reading. And then we also have this really cute bookworm and cat t-shirt. And then the thing that I am most excited about, we have this tote bag. I am genuinely obsessed with this thing. I think it's the cutest ever. It's made of this pretty patchwork fabric. It's quilted. It's got a little pocket in both the front and same one in the back. There's a magnet closure so you can kind of close it at the top. Inside there's a zippered pocket and then also another one of those clasp pockets. And as you can see, it's pretty structured so it stands up on its own. And to go along with it, I have a matching book sleeve. This one is actually inspired by some stuff that I've been sewing myself. I didn't sew this one, but I have sewn a million that are like exactly like this. It's got some ribbon at the top so you can tie it closed. It also has a little pocket in the front and it fits your standard paperback book. I got a couple of them so I could show you. But basically it's just to help protect your books when you put them in your bag. Like this one is signed, so I don't want to just like throw it around anywhere. This is another similar size book, so you can fit it in there and then tie a bow at the top to keep it closed. So it might look kind of like this. And then to go alongside it, we also have bookmarks. This is my little cat bookmark with the tassel. I would just warn you, maybe keep this away from your cat. Don't ask me how I know, but I speak from experience when I say that. You can find all of these things on lilsimsie.shop, and I'll have that link down below for you. This is a pre-order, so the items won't sell out, but they are only available to pre-order until December 19th. And then once the pre-order ends, we'll make everything, and then they should all ship in about 8 to 10 weeks. Every single order is going to come with a free bookworm sticker, like this little guy. It's a sticker of this little guy. Orders over $100 get a free bookmark added to them, and you can buy everything individually, or there's a couple of bundle options, like you can buy the bag and the book sleeve together if you want for a little bit of a discount. So again, that's just on lilsimsie.shop. I'm gonna link it down below for you, and I'll post about it and mention it again in some future videos. Oh, I just hope that you like them. I'm genuinely so excited and like so happy with everything, so I hope that you are too. But I'll stop yapping about that. Let's talk about The Sims. Okay, stop yapping, probably not the right words to use because this entire video is just yapping. There isn't even gonna be any gameplay. But let's talk about the tier list. So we're gonna break down all of the rugs into 6 categories. So at the very top we have perfect. This is like the best of the best, the rugs that I use all the time. I would say that tier is reserved for my favorites. And then below it we have good. This is rugs that we like. We just maybe don't use them as often and they're not my favorite rugs in the game. And then we have just okay for rugs that are kind of just fine, not really good or bad. They're kind of just there. The next category, forgot about, is for the rugs that I kind of forgot existed until I started filming this video. So forgettable isn't exactly a good classification, but maybe we'll discover something. Sometimes when I go back through old packs like this, I sort of find swatches or things that I had forgotten about. So that's why I put that on the tier list. Then I put oddly specific, which isn't supposed to be a bad category, though it is kind of low down on the list. I just made that because there's a bunch of rugs in the game that serve a very specific purpose. So they aren't really that useful, but they aren't necessarily bad. Think like that really cool tile mosaic from high school years, or even like the muddy paw prints and stuff like that. They're not really rugs that I love or use all the time, but I do think their existence is cool. So I wanted to make a category to put that type of thing. And then I put a category called delete it for all the rugs that I actively dislike. And then below that, I put one for not a rug. There might be some overlap and some confusion between not a rug and oddly specific, but I don't know, there's stuff like the wedding stories petals and stuff. That's not really a rug. Even the examples I gave before about oddly specific are also not really rugs. So we'll see how that goes as we're tier ranking. I'm doing this in Photoshop because I took screenshots of all the rugs and I figured it would be easier for me to move them around here than me doing it on the tier maker website. But they did kind of get out of order. I tried to keep them in order of the catalog, but it didn't work. So we're starting with the muddy paw prints, of which there are 3. Oh, and I guess these ones aren't actually the muddy ones. They're literally just paw prints. So, okay, I won't lie, I think these are dumb. I've really had a hard time using them. I've put them sometimes in vet clinics I've built to kind of mark out a path of where the dog should go, but I don't like the swatches very much. They're kind of random. I might even go so far as to put these straight into not a rug. I'm not even gonna put them in oddly specific. These just aren't even rugs. And then up next, we have all of the stains from Strangerville, and honestly, the stains from Basement Treasures too. I use these way too much. Like, considering that they're kind of moldy and kind of gross, I use these way too often. I literally have a thing called Mold Monday on my Twitch streams where I sometimes build moldy houses on Monday. The one from Basement Treasures is extra cool because it kind of has like some scuff marks and stuff. I like how it has more swatches. The Strangerville ones are a little bit more disappointing, but because I use these more, I'm gonna put them in oddly specific. I would actually even dare to put the Strangerville one in perfect just because I use it so much, but I don't think that's realistic. I think that's a prime example of oddly specific. Oh, and then after that, these are the scratches on the floor from werewolves. I use these less often, but they're very similar. They're just like some scratches and some cracks in the floor. I think that's also oddly specific. Not good or bad, but does serve a very specific use. We're almost done with weird ones. This last one is the wood shavings from the garage kit. I really don't use this very much. It kind of looks like sand, but then it has a couple of stains on the floor too, like bigger versions of the one from Basement Treasures. I think, to be fair, they should all be in the same category. And then we have a newspaper rug. This is from Cats and Dogs. There's a plain swatch and also some pea versions of this rug. This is more rug-like than the other ones, but unfortunately I think it's also oddly specific. Oh, thank God, we finally have an actual rug. This is the Plushly Bold rug. This one is from Decor to the Max. I really struggled to use it. I don't dislike the swatches, I just never use this thing. I think I'm gonna put it in just okay, but honestly it could go lower. We all know this one. This is just a plain base game rug. I think this thing really comes in handy. I wouldn't say it's a favorite, but I would put it up in good just because a solid color simple rug really is useful to have. Next we have this one from Businesses and Hobbies, and this is one of my favorite rugs in the entire game. It's got some fun like traditional swatches, it has some funky more modern swatches, it has some plain swatches. This is exactly what I look for in a rug. I'm putting it in perfect. Oh, controversial. This is a base game rug. It's called the Magic Carpet. It only has this one swatch, and it is a kind of weird texture. It almost looks like they tried to make it look like it's ruffled or like crinkled on the ground, but it's not. It's flat and painted to look that way. Maybe if they added some more swatches to this rug, I would feel different, but this I think is my least favorite rug in the whole base game. I'm gonna put that all the way down and delete it. Initial swatch of this one is kind of scary because it's zebra print, but this is the Get Famous rug, and it also has a really surprising number of really good swatches. I like these floral ones the most, but I've also used these kind of like triangle ones, and I like these more modern sort of shape ones too. It's also a good size, so that's like a prime example of a perfect rug to me. I wish that all the packs had rugs like that with a bunch of swatch variety. Okay, this is a ginormous rug from Toddler Stuff. This is actually one that I've kind of forgotten about. I think it's just because I don't use it because it is so big. I feel like what I wish they had done was give me just the square rug with all these different swatches, and then I could mix and match it and put them in piles myself, because I like layered rugs, but I wish I had a little bit more control of how they were layered and how big it is. And it would be fun to have just like this kiwi rug or just this party rug. I think I'm gonna put this in Forgot About because I never ever use that. I don't hate it, it's hard to use. This one is Enchanted by Nature. It has some really pretty kind of like whimsical magical swatches. I'm gonna put that in good. It's a little bit harder for me to use than the other ones. Maybe it's just because it's new, so it hasn't cemented as a favorite yet. Oh God. This is the next one, and this is for the splash pads from Growing Together. This is a bizarre rug. I don't even want to call it a rug. This is either oddly specific or not a rug, but I might even dare to call it not a rug. I realize that I put scratches on the floor, not in the not a rug category, but this is different. This is like less useful. So for a while, this next one was my favorite rug ever. This is Eco Lifestyle. It's a square, and it has like some nice colorful but subtle patterns. Obsessed with it, putting it at the very top. This one is Island Living, and it has some really funky patterns. I think I like it, but it's also a little bit harder for me to use. It's a good size though, which helps. This is like my favorite of all the rug sizes, so any rug this size I usually like. I feel like I might put it in just okay. I don't super love when things have really bold patterns, and that's very similar to the Decor to the Max one. Oh, and this rug, it has always bothered me so much how this City Living one has this really bizarre black box around the preview in the menu. It's also kind of hard to use because it's so long and skinny, and then it has some really random swatches. Like there's some normal rug swatches, and then you get into like floor mosaic stuff like this. This is one of those rugs that I think is a good example of the forgot about category because it has these extra bonus things that I kind of don't remember are there. Like this really cool koi swatch, that could be very interesting to use underneath a pool or like to do some really fancy mural somewhere, but I don't think about it because the preview is not enticing and you wouldn't expect that to be behind this yellow rug. So I'll put it there and forgot about. This base game rug is up next, and I won't lie, I use this one too much. This is one of my favorite rugs in the game just because it is base game, so you end up using base game stuff more often. I wish we had some more swatches, but I like that it's sort of simple and it's patterned, but it's not like too much color scheme wise because they're really only ever two-toned. I may put that all the way in perfect. This is a Jungle Adventure floor mosaic thing. I think that this is also oddly specific. I mean, it's also kind of not a rug. I probably shouldn't have had two categories. I'm gonna put it in oddly specific because it does serve a purpose and it is cool and I like it versus these that I don't like. Okay, this is the other eco lifestyle rug. This one, I don't really like it as much as I wish I could. It's just kind of gray. It's a little bit gray and a little bit plain. If there were some more swatches, like maybe a yellow version of some of these, or just like some more pastels in general, I'd like it more. But everything is gray. It's a nice size, but I think I'll put it in just okay because of the color scheme. And then this is the Vintage Glamour one. I've always been really bothered by the edges of it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very off-putting to me. The weird little fuzzies on the edge. I think it's supposed to look like a fluffy rug, but it's just a very early iteration of one when they weren't really sure how to do fluffy texture in The Sims 4. Because we got later fluffy rugs that I think look better. Like this one is from City Living, and I think that that is a nicer texture. Or unless, wait, I think City Living predates Vintage Glamour. Either way, I don't really like this rug, but it is simple. It's just a plain rug with some fuzz to it. So for that reason, I think that it goes in just okay. Okay, this one. This is the Refined Living Room Kit. It's one of the Creator Kit rugs, and it's one of my favorites. It's kind of interesting too because it's not perfectly straight. It isn't a perfect rectangle. It's a little bit wonky, which isn't a bad thing. I think that's realistic. And I think that the swatches are super nice. This goes all the way up in favorites for me. Ooh, this is Realm of Magic. It's round, which is good because there aren't a lot of round rugs, but I don't really like it. I think that the colors aren't very good and I find it hard to use. I'm gonna put it in just okay. I totally forget this thing exists. This is from the Mosquito Stuff Pack. I don't ever think about it. It has some really wacky swatches like the polka dots, but I think some of the plain ones are nice and it's cool and modern, but I definitely don't remember to use that. So this is the other toddler stuff rug. It's absolutely giant and has some really fun kid swatches. I feel like the texture on it is a little bad in like a poorly made kind of way. I don't hate it, but I also never ever use it. I think I've only ever used the fish swatch before. I'm gonna put that in forgot about and then make a mental note to try and use it again because I like it sort of. I just don't use it. This is Jungle Adventure. It's really big and has some really fun patterns. I like this one better than the really colorful big one from Island Living. They're sort of a different style, but they fill a similar purpose in being like a super vibrant, colorful rug. So if I was gonna pick a super vibrant, colorful rug, I would pick this one, I think, over this one. And I know it's small, so you probably can't see. This is the weird Avocado Seasons rug. I appreciate how they're trying to do something kind of interesting with the shape, but that does mean that it doesn't really fit in a lot of places. I think that one goes in just okay to me. Up next is Vampires. I like this rug, but it's basically the same thing as the Werewolves one. They are very similar and I like this one less. And I also wish that it was bigger because it sizes up to be a little bit too big. And I think that the distressed swatch isn't very good. We have better distressed rugs that came out later. I feel like that one also goes in just okay. This is one of the Life and Death rugs. It has some nice patterns. It's kind of fancy. I don't really like the plain swatches, but I do use this one a fair amount. It's kind of like the Vampires one, but if it were bigger and like a little bit better done because the texture is nicer. So maybe I put that one up in the good category. Why do you think some of the rugs are vertical in their preview and other ones are horizontal? Isn't that weird? How do they decide? Okay, here's Tiny Living. I want to like this rug so so bad, but I don't like the swatches very much. I think that the colors are like not good. This one is weird. It's like a yellowy green. I don't like this blue and yellow together. And I also think that the fringe is a little bit strange, but I don't hate it. So I'm gonna put it in just okay. This perfect example of things that I forget exist. It's another tile mosaic from City Living. It's really pretty, but if I'm being honest, I forgot this was here until I took the screenshot of it. I never, ever use it. I feel like it's also probably better for community lots, and I build more houses than community lots. Let's put that in forgot about. This is the wilderness rug from Outdoor Retreat. I kind of like it. I think it reminds me of those kids rugs where there's like a scene on the ground, like the car stuff, but it only has 3 swatches. So I think therefore it has to go in just okay, because it's just lacking. These next 2 are both base game rugs that I feel very similarly about. They're just fine. I wish we had some more swatches that are more pastel and less like boring beige neutrals on this. And this one only has 3 colors. If they gave me some swatch updates to these, I would love them. They'd be like top tier, but for now, they are also just okay. Ooh, here's another one that I totally forgot about. This is a really fancy motif thing from Get Famous. This is not a rug. That's not even close to being a rug. I also forgot about it, so it could go here, but I'm putting it all the way in not a rug, because when are you gonna use that? All of the fancy stuff from Get Famous is ugly to me. It's like garish, you know, the hot pink zebra print on some of that stuff. There's actually a second version of it. I'm gonna put that one straight down there too. Can you believe there are 2 of them? Because there's a round one and then more of an oval one. But next we have that City Living rug I just showed you. This one is kind of a sleeper hit, I would say, because it's pretty simple and neutral. It's really, really small, but it sizes up pretty well, and it's just like a nice, comfy, actually fluffy looking rug. It's nice that it has plain white and plain black. I'm gonna put this all the way up in the good category. This base game square one is just fancy and simple, and I think I'm gonna also mark it as good. This is the newest rug. It's from the most recent base game update. I really, really like it. I think this is one of the best rugs we've gotten in a very long time. I like the patterns. I like that it's neutral. The tassels look more realistic, so I like those. I'm gonna go all the way up into perfect. Please make me more rugs just like that, Sims 4. I would be very grateful. Oh, this next one is another one of those things from the splash pad. I'm gonna put that straight in the bottom with not a rug. If one splash pad's not a rug, then all splash pads are not a rug. This one is Movie Hangout. This one, I really want to like the patterns, but I feel like they're also a little bit much. I think that about almost everything from Movie Hangout, and the rug is the same as all the furniture. Like every chair has the same swatches as these. When I say I want stuff to match, I don't necessarily mean I want to have the same really vibrant pattern on every single thing. Like if you had given me a chair that had this nice pink color, because then I could mix and match it with a lot of the different rugs, that would have been great. But instead I have a chair that has this exact pattern on it. I think I just forget about this one. I probably would use it more. I would find places for it to fit. It could be nice in kids' rooms, but it's just, I don't think about it much because I don't think about Movie Hangout very much. We all know this one. I know some people hate this one. I use this a lot. I think because it is colorful and it's nice and patterned, but it's not like too much of a pattern. I think some of the swatches are kind of weird. Like this one looks a little bit washed out to me, but I like the idea of a pastel purple. And honestly, I use this all the time. Every base game build has that rug. I have to put it in the perfect category just because I use it so much. We talked about layered rugs before because of toddler stuff. These are Laundry Day. This I think is a better example of layered rugs. And they also did the thing that I was talking about where they gave me all the rugs individually too. So I have them together, but I also have them separate. So I could layer them myself. I could use them alone. I think that's a perfect example. They should always do that with layered rugs. So I'm gonna put this version in good, but I might put the ones individually in perfect when I see them. I don't know what order these pictures are in. So they're just, I'm using this stack down here of things and just seeing where it takes me. This is Crystal Creations. I thought I would like this a lot when we first got it, but I think in hindsight, I don't really use it very much because I don't really like dark colors. I don't build a lot of things with like black or dark red very often. So I don't really find myself gravitating towards this, but I really like the idea of it. So maybe that's a good contender for the forgot about category because I like it as a concept. I just don't use it really. So maybe now that I've jogged my memory, I'll use it more again. This is the base game rose rug. Some of these swatches are really ugly to me. I hate this, but some of the more neutral ones like this green one, I do like. Maybe I'll put that in good because I find myself using it a lot. That's the thing. The base game rugs are kind of getting inflated scores just because I use the base game ones the most because I like to build the base game sometimes. Oh, and here's that Laundry Day rug. This one gets to go in perfect, I think. That's the individual version of Laundry Day. So we'll pull that one up high. This one is almost exactly the reason that I made the not a rug category. This is from Wedding Stories. It's an aisle. So it could go in oddly specific because it is oddly specific, but this is literally an aisle. Like, it has gameplay function to it. I wouldn't really class this as being a rug. So I don't dislike it. I think it's nice to have a rose petal lined wedding aisle, but I don't really feel comfortable ranking that with the rugs because it's not a rug. This is making me rethink some of these things. Maybe I should put those paw prints that I didn't like in the delete it category. And maybe also the get famous things. I think delete it is worse than not a rug, and I really don't like those. So I'm gonna put them in the delete it category. Okay, here's a boring base game, just simple, small, fancy rug. This has some really ugly swatches. I'm just gonna put it in okay, because I don't know about that thing. This is newer. This is from the Grange Mudroom kit. I like that it's long and skinny, because we don't have a lot of rugs that are this shape, and I think that the colors are kind of fun. I think I'll put that one up in good. I actually just used this in a build and I tiled it together to make it look like one big rug. You can see the seam there, but when I did it, I had a large round dining table on top, which I think helped because you can't really see the seam. So this might be a pro tip for you to try and combine rugs sometimes to make them look like something new. And this one tiles pretty well. Up next are two of the Dream Home Decorator rugs. I really, really want to like this one, but the tassels on it have always made me feel weird. Maybe it's because they're light colored, I don't know. So I like some of the swatches, but I think I prefer ones like this that are a little bit more two-toned instead of the more contrasty one. Like if this one was red with a dark red instead of red with a black, I would probably like it better. So I think this one has to go in just okay. And I appreciate what they're trying to do with the two-tone thing on this rug with like half of it being, but I just don't think that those colors go well together. Like yellow and gray, I can't get behind yellow and gray. So I might put that in just okay also. If it had better swatches, both of those pattern-wise, I would put in perfect. But with its existing colors, I'm not a huge fan. This rug is a peacock rug from the free holiday pack. I don't know if I've ever used this before. I really have a hard time with all the rugs that are funky shaped. Like there's a couple frog rugs and things like that. I struggle to use them. I think I'm gonna put this in forgot about just because I think I didn't even know it was there. This is one of my favorite rugs of all time. This is Cats and Dogs. I love this thing. It's a good size. I love these swatches with the flowers on them. I use this rug a lot. It has to go all the way up to favorite. Oh my God. And then this one is next. This is the bowling rug. I don't even really know what to say about this. It's literally a bowling rug. Everything is bowling, but then some of the swatches are just kind of funky and colorful. I'm torn between oddly specific because of the bowling swatches and then also maybe putting it in forgot about because I forgot that it had those more plain colorful like pattern swatches. So that could be a fun one for us to try to use again. This is the Wedding Stories rug. This also has some swatches that are kind of a surprise. There's some flower petal ones that I also sort of forget are there. I don't really like it when they do that, where they hide cool swatches behind plain ones. Because this rug is kind of just whatever to me. It's fine, but I like the flowers. I still might just put it in just okay. I'm gonna change my mind about Dream Home Decorator. I'm gonna move one of those Dream Home Decorator rugs into good. The smaller one. I'm so indecisive and I feel like I keep contradicting myself. This is purely based on vibes. Like I'll sit here and say a reason and then use that same reasoning to mean the opposite thing with the next rug. So you can't take me seriously. This one is from Island Living and I've always disliked it because it looks like it's made out of plastic. It doesn't look like a rug to me. I think it's a cool shape. It's nice that it's a square and that it's small, but texturally, I just don't know if I can bring myself to like it. It does have some interesting patterns though, so maybe that puts it in just okay. This Seasons rug, I never use this. I always forget that it had these extra swatches too. I just think of it as being kind of boring, but I guess boring is nice because it's nice to have a plain blue rug or a plain purple rug. Maybe I'll say I forgot about that too because I forgot about the other colors. The lime green preview swatch is a little bit off-putting to me, so maybe that's why. Oh dear God, don't even get me started. I hate this. I actually hate this rug. This is from Vintage Glamour. Well, I have never used this. It's weird, the shape is weird. I have no purpose for this. I like the colors, but I'm gonna put that and delete it because I don't need that thing. This is one of the newer rugs from the 2 new creator kits. I really haven't used it that much yet because it is brand new, but I like that it's simple. I like that it's neutral. This ranks pretty high for me. I think I'm gonna put this up in good. This one is from University. This has a whole bunch of random swatches. There's like some pretty traditional looking ones. There's some fun, vibrant color ones. I've been using these a lot, especially this swatch, believe it or not. not. So I think I might put that in good too. This one is from Fitness Stuff and it looks like a sponge. I actually despise this rug. I never, ever, 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 ever use it because the texture is so weird. Well, that's not true. I've used it a few times. I've like layered it before and tried to put it like this to look like a bigger rug, but this texture, I'm gonna put it in the deleted category. What on earth? This is the Rising Moons flooring from the Cantina in the Star Wars pack. There's no other swatches. That is not a rug. Maybe, no, you know what? Delete it. I don't need that. It's also not a rug though, but delete it. Okay, here we have City Living again. This one also has some kind of surprising swatches. Most of it feels like decals, and then randomly like a giant rug here, a vegetable rug. There's like this kind of interesting one. There's like kind of interesting rose one. I don't know. It's a really random collection of rug swatches. I've been using this vegetable one a bunch because I'm playing a vegetable themed legacy right now on Twitch. But I think this one also goes in the forgot about category just because I think a lot of us probably forget that most of those swatches are there because it doesn't look like it would have floor decals in it, you know? I think this yin and yang circular rug is from like the deluxe version of the base game or something. I actually kind of like that it's got some nice pastel colors, but it only has 4 swatches, and I also don't ever use it. Like, I don't know if I have ever used it. Maybe I'll put that and forgot about too. I don't think I knew it had a purple swatch. Here's another floor decal item. This is from the holiday pack. These are also really cool. I think I just don't ever use the floor decal stuff very much. It's the same. I always forget it's there because I, in my mind, see this like orange and yellow version, and I don't realize that it has this pretty purple version below it. So I kind of brush it off. Maybe I put that and forgot about again too. There's 2 of the next one and I hate them both. They're from Get Together. They're like weird and modern. They kind of have like this neon stripe in them. I just don't build stuff like this. I don't even build stuff that has black in it, let alone weird geometric lines and neon colors. I'm putting those both in delete it too because I just don't need or like them. But that's like a personal style preference. You might disagree. You might like those. I just don't really build with stuff like that. Dare I say this next rug is my favorite one in the whole game. This is Growing Together. I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty. I would buy some of these rugs in real life. I'm putting it to the very, very, very top. There are also 2 of this next one. This is from Laundry Day. The swatches are kind of sad to me, but I like the idea of a jute rug like this. They also named it the Wicker Whims rug, which is really funny to me. So I think I might put those in good. I put a different version of this rug ranked pretty highly earlier, but I don't really like the runner version. I'm gonna put that in just okay. And then this is the new rug from the other new kit, or is it the same one? I actually don't remember. These are from the new kit. I like this one. I like it a lot. I'm gonna put that one all the way up. I don't wanna put it in perfect yet. I haven't used it enough. I'm gonna put it in good. This is base game. It's supposed to go underneath a fireplace. It serves a purpose, but I wouldn't really say it's a rug. I do think maybe it fits better in the oddly specific category because it's useful. I like it, but it's kind of random. This is an invisible aisle. It's invisible. That is not a rug. I think a lot of people like this rug more than I do. I want to like it, but there's something about the colors that is off-putting to me. Like this, I'm just gonna put that in good instead of perfect because of it. And some of these I might start trying to speed up because like this Star Wars thing, delete it. I don't even need to look at it up close. It's like a Star Wars stone circle. This is the Love Struck fuzzy rug. I really like that it's scalloped and it has some nice swatches. I think I might put that all the way up at perfect too. We have a tarp from Outdoor Retreat. I mean, I guess it serves a purpose. I never use it though, so I might even delete that. I know some people hate this rug as well. It's base game, has some kind of weird swatches. Unfortunately, I use her all the time. She is perfect to me. I don't know how to explain it because I have liked other fuzzy rugs. I don't like this one. I think the stripes are weird. I don't like the colors very much. I don't use this rug. I think I'll put this one in just okay. This is from Jungle Adventure. It's got some really fun pattern swatches. I actually use this one quite a bit. I really like to build with Jungle Adventure. I think most of the furniture in that pack is really good. I might put this in good too then. I don't know if I've ever used this. This is like a tileable rug from Get Famous. So you can put it in 4 pieces to get one big rug, and there's a whole bunch of different versions of it. It's honestly not bad. I just don't really think about it because you see the preview and it's not really enticing. Let's do Forgot About with that too. This backyard stuff rug, I love her. I love the floral versions. She goes all the way to the top as well. This is a base game runner. I don't like the polka dots. It has some plain swatches too, but the polka dots are so weird. I never ever use this. I might even put that and delete it. I don't know how to explain it. I just have really negative feelings about that rug. We have a couple of these from For Rent. I am obsessed with this one. This is one of my favorite rugs in the whole game. I'll put that at the very top. The other one, the leaf one, I kind of want to like it, but I struggle to use it with the leaf pattern. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't like the leaves. We have that leaf wallpaper in the base game as well that I don't really use very much either. I think that can go in just okay. This high school years rug has some really random swatches. Like this one is so good, but it's the only floral swatch on it. Then it randomly has like a schoolyard one. There's some nice stripes. I think I love it though, so I'm gonna put it at the top. Strangerville rug, also kind of a surprising fun one. I might even dare to put this in perfect as well. You wouldn't expect it from Strangerville, but it's nice. This rug, not even gonna talk about it. Straight down to delete it. I have never once used that successfully. This one's supposed to be a plush rug for babies. I really like these fun kind of colorful swatches. I don't like the goth baby swatches very much, and I feel like I kind of forget that it has these nice ones, so I might put that in forgot about. Oh my god, I totally forgot this rug had these swatches. This is City Living. I used to use this a lot back in the day. I haven't used that in years. No, that's like prime forgot about. It's because the default swatch is so modern. This is the default swatch. I just don't click on it. Here's Parenthood. This one has some surprisingly nice swatches too, and it's really big. I'm gonna put that all the way up in perfect. Same with this one from Cozy Kitsch. I love Cozy Kitsch. This thing is amazing to me. I love the checker. I wish we had more checker stuff. This is Werewolves. This is like the better version of the Vampires rug to me, so I'm gonna put that in good, slightly higher ranked. This is like a cutesy base game kids rug. I use this so much. This is perfect to me as well. I don't know how to explain this, but I just don't like this one. I just don't like this rug. It does serve a purpose, but I think maybe it's the colors. I feel similar about the base game runner. I don't think I like any of the runners in this game. I think I'll put both of these in just okay. I really like the idea of this one too, but I just don't use it very much. I think I might put this in forgot about. I hate every single swatch on this rug. Every single one of them. This one goes all the way down into delete it. There's something about it, I just don't like it. I put one Life and Death rug in perfect, so I think I might put all of them up there. They're mostly the same thing, just in different shapes, so I feel like it's only fair to put them all at the top. This is from Pastel Pop. I am obsessed with this rug. I think it's so cute. I wish we had more stuff like this, like more pretty pastel cutesy things. This goes way up to the top for me. Oh, we're gonna run out of space soon. Uh-oh. Okay, this is a Seasons runner. Weird texture, kind of looks like a towel, but honestly is also kind of nice. I've tried to use this before where I tile it so it looks like one big rug. This is probably a bad example of that because the swatches are weird. But if you tile them like this could be like one big rug. I think I just have not a lot of use for runners. So maybe I'll put that in forgot about too, just because I could use it more. I just don't think about it because of the shape. All right, this is controversial. This is the My First Pet Stuff rug. It has some really weird shape options, but also shockingly, some really nice plain ones. I hate to admit it, but I'm gonna put this all the way in perfect. This is like a dine out floor mat. I don't know. It's oddly specific, I think. If this thing had more colors, I'd like it more. I don't know why it only has 3. I love this pink and green, but give me that in like 10 more swatches and we're set. I think I have to put it in just okay because it is so lacking. Oh, okay, this is also new. We looked at the bigger version of this before. I think that also goes in good because they're like the same. This one's Adventure Awaits. I want to like her. I don't know. It's fine to me. I think I'll put that in just okay. Here we have this mossy rug from Enchanted by Nature. I don't have any use for this. I love the idea of mossy rocks. I love moss. I feel like it's weird to have this flat thing on the ground. I don't need this. I want to delete it. This Book Nook rug though, one of the best ones in the entire game. I wish we had more like this too, and I kind of wish it had some more swatches. I just want to have a rug like this where there's a subtle pattern, but it comes in like 30 colors. I want this in like a pastel purple. I want it in like a nice green, but I'll take this for now and I'll put it in perfect. It also tiles pretty well, which is nice. Horse Ranch rug, really random swatches, but has some super cute pastel ones for kids' rooms. I think I might put that up in good. There's something about this other Adventure Awaits rug, especially this fish swatch. I love her. I'm putting it in good too. Oh my God, don't even get me started. I hate this rug. I actually hate this rug. Delete. There's something about it. I never use it because of that, and it's base game, so you'd think I would because I'm desperate for rugs in the base game, but I still can't bring myself to. This is a little fuzzy high school years rug. I think it's got some kind of fun swatches. I like this pastel rainbow one. I think I'll put that all the way in good also. If you notice things randomly rearranged, by the way, it's because I keep coming across rugs that are the same. Like these two runners, it's the same thing, but in different sizes. So I don't even talk about it. I just like put them up there and don't say anything. I'm not trying to leave you out. I'm just trying to save your time. Oh, and like this. What is that? Why? See, 3 versions of that weird decal. This is a plain version of the circle rug from the base game. I think I'll put that in just okay. It could really benefit from some more swatches, but you also can't go wrong with just a plain circle. So I'll take it. Whenever I use this one, I get so many comments asking what it is. It's from the Little Campers kit. I think it's supposed to be like a quilt for the ground, but it's so cute. I'm also just a big fan of quilts and quilting, so I'm gonna put that all the way up in perfect. What the? There's another tarp? There's more than one tarp? Why? Oh, this one's camo. Okay, well, if we're gonna delete one, we can delete them both. I can't believe they made 2 tarps. These are like bamboo slats. I don't use that much, but I do think it has a purpose, so I'm gonna put that in oddly specific. And then this one's just like a plain oval rug in the base game. I don't know, it's fine. I can go up here. Oh, this horse ranch rug is one of my favorite rugs in the entire game. I am obsessed with it. I would put that at like the very tippy top of perfect if I was ranking it individually in here. And then this thing, this is a kid's room rug. I'll admit I don't use it much. I probably should use it more, but it's just fine. This is another decal. These ones are from Paranormal. I forgot about that too. I think I'll put that in forgot about because we've got other decals in there. I feel like you could probably try to do some sort of layering with this and make your own custom rug. You see what I mean? But alone, I just don't think I'll get much use out of it. Okay, this is high school years. It's such a weird shape that I never ever think about it, but it has some really funky swatches. I like that a lot more than I thought. I think that's a prime forgot about just because I never ever use it, but I should use that more. Oh dear God. Oh, these are Get Famous. This is so random. It's got this cute void critter option and then like the weirdest stuff ever. It's because they're marks for the floor for when you're trying to be famous and do the acting. I feel like that's not even a rug. It's like a bunch of random stuff. This Get Famous rug though, I use this all the time, especially these 2 swatches, but I really like the distressed one, so I use that a lot. I might even put that one all the way up at perfect because I've used it so much. I feel similarly about the other dinosaur rug as I do about the first one. All of these kids rugs are just fine to me, all these swatches, so they'll go in okay. Oh my gosh, I want to like this leaf rug so bad. I haven't been able to use it. I keep trying. I just don't know what purpose this serves to me, but I don't want to get rid of it. So I think I might put this in oddly specific too, because it's very specific, but maybe someday I'll make it work. Okay, and this rug, the woven area rug from the Comfy Gamer kit, in my humble opinion, is one of the best rugs in the entire game. It's literally inspired by the rug that I have in real life in this office. So I'm gonna go and put her straight to the top. In fact, I might even put her at the very top. This is a pastel pop cookie rug. I think this one, oh, I didn't mean to scale it up. I think this one is good. What even is this and why did they make it? It's just a bunch of circles. You can delete that. I don't need that. This is a very tiny high school years rug, but it's got some really fun swatches and it sizes up pretty well for bedrooms. I think I'll put that in good. The Parenthood one is very similar. It's like the same size and it also has some kind of funky kid swatches. So I'll put that one in the same place. Welcome Mat, obsessed with this. Honestly, one of my favorite rugs of the game. That goes up to the very top. I wish that that wasn't a reward event because you can't even get that anymore. That was from last year's Christmas time event. Oh, and this thing, I would say that's not a rug. Not in a bad way, but it's rocks. So I'm gonna put that in the not a rug category. These are little sheep. It's a bunch of different horse ranch rugs. I've had a hard time using them alone, but recently I've been combining these as well. I did one where I put 3 horses all together. There actually is a 3-horse version, but I did it myself because it's a little bit bigger and I think it's cute. So I'll put that in good also. Though it is probably oddly specific. Maybe it should stay in oddly specific. Oh my God, and there's more pieces to this. In total, there's 6 of those little gold ones. We have all of these as well. Do they not even tile together? No way. Oh, it's because you can use either side. It's up to you. Okay, I'm sorry. That was dumb of me to say. But those things are dumb too. So I put them in delete. This is another City Living rug that I feel like I kind of forgot about. It's really tiny, but it has some fun like music swatches and you could size that up. I'm gonna put it in forgot about, but I'm really glad that we found that. And then this is just food on the floor. Only one swatch. That is not a rug. Well, this thing is really hard to use, but I do like some of the swatches. I do think it's probably also oddly specific because it's like bubbles. This is a bath mat from the Sleek Bathroom kit. I'm obsessed with this and it sizes up really well. I'm gonna put that all the way in good. Confetti. Again, not a rug. Literally a frog and also a flower, but I'm gonna put the frog in oddly specific and I'm gonna put the flower in perfect because unfortunately I use that thing a lot. I wish that this rug had more swatches swatches. This is from Lovestruck. I really like this one with the colors. I'm gonna put it in good, but it could be perfect if it had a couple more versions. These two are just bath mats. I wanna like them, but they are a little bit strange. One of them fits around a toilet, and those in general kind of gross me out. So I'm gonna put the toilet one and delete it, and I'll put the regular one in just okay. These two cats and dogs rugs are some of my favorite in the entire game also. I really like them. I wish they had more colors still, but they rank very highly for me. I use these all the time. And then this is the For Rent doormat. Don't have a lot of doormats, really need that thing. That goes to the top. This is Strangerville Creepy Vines. I would not say this is a rug because it's actually 3D. I would dare to put it and delete it, but I'm gonna put it all the way down here and not a rug. I'm also gonna delete this thing. I think it's also a doormat, but it looks like it's made out of plastic, so I have a hard time using it. Its colors are interesting enough, but it's a texture problem. Then we have all of those doormats from cats and dogs. There's like so many of them. All of these things, cats allowed, cats not allowed, dogs not allowed. Like this is all the same rug. I'm putting those all in oddly specific. And then this is like a tarp. I'm gonna put that there too. It's not a bad tarp. It's like a painted on tarp, but it only has the one color. This next one is the little tiny Snowy Escape fuzzy rug. I'm obsessed with it. That ranks really high, all the way up in perfect to me. And I refuse to rank anything Star Wars high. This is like a Star Wars weird tile thing. That's fine. You can get rid of it. This one is a Seasons doormat. It's got lots of cute little holiday themed swatches. I'll put that in perfect too. These are just some stones. And then right after it, we have paint splatters, all of which I would say are not rugs. Except I guess the paint splatters could probably go in the specific category because I've got stains there, but the stones are not rugs. We also have hay, more moss, newspapers, muddy paw prints. I don't want the moss. I stand by that, but I'll keep the newspapers and the paw prints in the specific category. This little rug, it's the simplest thing. It's just a tiny, tiny, tiny plain plastic mat. I've been using this to put underneath pet food bowls because it's the exact right size for the food bowls. So I'm okay with it being plastic, and I'm gonna put it at the very top. And then we have the last Dream Home Decorator rug. This is also one of my most favorite rugs ever. I love how colorful it is, and the pattern is not too overwhelming. So that's gonna go in perfect. We're getting into the rugs that are locked in gameplay, like this one, there's also this rug. This is the kind of stuff that I sort of forget to use just because I don't think about it, but I sort of wish I didn't have to use this one. This is from the Tech Guru career. I think it's ugly. I'm gonna put that at the very bottom and delete it. This is the No Sweat, No Fuss rug. It's sort of like for fitness and gym stuff. It's from the Athlete career. I think that serves a purpose, but I kind of forget it's there. So I'm gonna put that and forgot about. I even forgot about it just then when I went to pull it out to put it on the floor. This is a Strangerville ranking rug. It only has one swatch and it's military. I don't need that. We can delete that. Oh, I forgot about this next one too. Oh my God. The Sim Idol rug. This is from the Entertainer career in the base game. It only has 3 swatches. I did forget about it, so it should go here, but I would also consider deleting it. And then this rug, I really like this, and I wish that it wasn't locked because I would use it more often. The swatches aren't super great, but it's base game, so that's a given. I'm gonna put it in just okay. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh, get together, it's the club rug. Okay, I forgot about this too. Me seeing it in the preview and actually not knowing what it was. Yeah, okay, that can go into forgot. That can go into forgot about. Here we have a very ginormous base game kind of sunset-y rug. At least that's how I think of it. I like this. I think I'll put it in good. This is a Strangerville flooring thing. It's kind of like magic for dueling. I think I'm gonna put that in oddly specific. This is the other giant base game rug. I like this one too. I feel very similar about them both, so that can go up in good as well. I always forget about this. See, this is the thing. This is beautiful. It kind of requires a certain place to put it. There's matching tile, floor tile for it. So when you use them together, it looks so good, but it's hard to use outside of that specific context like the other floor mosaics are. I think I might put it in forgot about though, just because I don't think about those. When I'm going to look for rugs, I don't usually think about putting them outside or like on tile. I feel like usually the rug to me is, oh, I need to put a thing underneath the bed, and less like I need to put a floor feature down. So maybe I need to reframe the way I think about it, because then I might start using a lot of this stuff in this category more. I need to remind myself that those things exist. Maybe we should try and do a build where we have like a bunch of sidewalk art outside, like a city street or something, because you could base an entire build around some of these cool mosaics, like the city living ones. Anyway, sorry. Next, this is just a plain square. This is the worst version of the plain squares though. It only has 3 swatches and the lines don't match up. This makes me so angry that I have to delete it. I actually refuse to use this rug because of it. There's a better square rug that is very similar, but not broken. So I use this one instead. I don't know where that is on my list. But up next we have this mosaic. This is kind of the reason I made the oddly specific category. It's just high school years tile. It's the same as the other ones where like it's hard to use, but I think I'm gonna put it in specific because it's less about me forgetting about it and more that it's very much for a school. It has the school logo, so I'll put it down here. Oh, here are those base game rugs. Okay, this is the nice square and then this nice simple one. Unfortunately, I use these a lot. I'm gonna put them both in good though, not perfect, because they still need better swatches. We only have 2 left. We're almost done. Next up is this paranormal stuff rug. I want to like this rug so bad. I like the default swatch, but I think the other swatches, like these solid color ones, look kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something off about it. I think I have to put it in just okay because of that. And then last, we have a fitness stuff rug. This one has some kind of funky stripy swatches. I honestly don't use this enough. This might be a good example of a forgot about too. I should use that more, but I'll put it in the forgot about category for now. Okay. So this is our full finished tier list. Let's zoom in more and look at all the different categories a bit more. So in the perfect and good categories, here is kind of a scroll through what I have put. Honestly, I might even change some of these things just looking at it again. But we're basing this off of our gut reactions, okay? So that's what we've got. Here's the just okay and forgot about categories. I'll give you a little brief overview of what we've got in here. The just okay category is pretty full. I kind of use that as like a catch-all space for stuff that I just felt fine about or moderately disliked. Here we have oddly specific and then delete it. This is what I put in those categories. These are kind of a mixture. Deleted is very, very subjective, and then oddly specific is just random. Like I don't know where the line was between specific and then not a rug, but this is what I've got in not a rug at the very bottom. I have the things from the splash pads, the things from Wedding Stories, some stones, and then like some random stuff like confetti and food. But you know what? I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't even want to tell you how long I spent on it because you'll laugh at me. Between recording it and then doing all the prep work, this has kind of been like a multi-day affair. But it was worth it because it was fun. I'm gonna link the merch pre-order down below. It's just lilsimsie.shop if you want to check it out. I really, really hope that you like it. And also, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my rankings. What is your favorite and least favorite rug in The Sims 4? I'm so curious because we probably all have different answers. And least favorite is a hard one to choose because there's like least favorite in different categories. Least favorite literal rug, least favorite not a rug. Like it's very hard to choose what I would say. I don't even know what I would call my least favorite rug. I think my favorite rug is probably either the Horse Ranch one or the Comfy Gamer Kit one. I really like the Horse Ranch rug. Oh, you know what? No, maybe also that Dream Home Decorator one as well, and the Eco Lifestyle Square. I might rank these as a top 5, but it depends on the day and on the build. That's the other thing. Like what you're building would change your favorite rug. At least it does for me. But anyway, I will stop yapping. This video is long enough. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Happy 10 years of Lil Simsie. You are all the best, and I appreciate you so much. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody. Okay, deep breath. I just talked so much. I'm kind of scared of how this edit is gonna go. Wish me luck with that one.